energy healing is an art and a science.
Yes.
Okay? So let's take the science first. Since it is a science, you must know the proper principle, law and procedure. So you have to learn the techniques very correctly. If you do your techniques correctly, since it is a science, it follows the logic and therefore the necessary transformation happens. So one of the most important things to be a good healer or to accelerate your healing process or to make your healing process more effective is to follow the procedure to the T. If your understanding of the subject is good and you understand that there is another way by which it can be done more better, then do it, no problem. But you still have to have a procedure. You can't just do randomly. No? When you want to grow a plant, you need to plant the seed. And you need to plant the seed in the right season. And you need to water the plant appropriately. Excess water will damage the seed. Less water will not allow germination. Having germinated, you need to take care of the shoot. There is a methodology. That fundamental methodology has to be known. So also in healing there is a methodology. If you refer to Yoga Prana Vidya, where we have a cleansing, energizing, then we have a stabilizing or a securing, and then we have disconnecting from the energy. All this has to be done in a proper sequence. You can't disconnect first and then energize and then clean. No, that cannot be done. You have to follow it in a proper way. We deal with a whole lot of chakras in the body. We deal with the 3 different energy bodies. We deal with the webs in the chakras of the body. We deal in the activation and the inhibition of the chakras, the congestion and depletion of the chakras. We deal with feeling and scanning the energies. Now, if you don't do this process properly, one leads to the other. One should lead to the other. There has to be a logical sequence. If you don't follow this logical sequence, the efficacy of your healing will be hampered to that extent. So this is a very important aspect of it. Energetically, since it's an energy healing, it's a transfer of energy. You know, energy flows from a higher source to a lower source, right?
Yes.
Like anything in nature, water flows from a higher level to a lower level, gas flows from higher pressure to a lower pressure, energy flows from a higher potency to a lower potency. Obviously, if somebody is sick and come to you for healing, his potential of energy has to be low. But your potential of energy must be high. The higher the potency of energy in you, the faster and the better will be the healing. You got that? Generally, because he is sick, his energy potency is low. He's come to you, you can transfer energy to him. Now, if your energy potency is as good as him or as lower than him, then of course you cannot do energy, but then you will not be a healer. The healer generally maintains, has certain requirement, so he does that requirement, so his energy levels are high. But if you want to have more efficacious healing and if you want to have more faster healing or better healing, then you must really learn to make your energy potential so high that you are able to transfer energy very effectively and fast to the patient. Yeah? Otherwise, with small doses of energy, maybe not very good healing takes place and maybe it takes a long time to heal. Right? So there are practices to raise your energy level. The primary of them is maintaining of your etheric hygiene. What does Master say? Mahatma Choa says 3 steps to maintain your proper etheric hygiene, to maintain proper energy. One is proper diet. Proper diet is very important. What is proper diet? Says, as far as possible, vegetarian diet. Why?
Less karma.
People have a lot of moralistic
Things
about it. Mahatma Choa Kukshi says, leave the morals to themselves. Okay, let's look at it from the energy point of view. We are energy practitioners. If you eat non-vegetarian food, it does give you some energy, but it requires lot more energy for digestion. Resultant, the energy that is left to you from the food is very little. Vegetarian diet, so much energy in it that though you use some energy for digestion, the resultant energy is a lot in your body. Take an example. The fresh fruit and vegetable that we talk about has been plucked from the gardens at least 4 days before it reaches your table. At least. Try that with meat and fish. Take meat and fish 4 days old and bring it to your table without refrigerating it or preservation in it. It will be foul smelling, right? It will have spoiled already. Why? Because the energy component of it is so less. The fruit will rot after some more time. So it loses all its energy, it starts rotting. The meat and fish lose its energy so fast because there is very little energy left in it. We are talking about energy levels. So vegetarian diet is better because the resultant energy from a vegetarian diet is much higher than the resultant energy from a non-vegetarian diet. Yes. The second thing is proper rest. If you don't rest, your body gets fatigued. Of course you need to work. Of course you should guard yourself from becoming lazy. So many people say, oh, if I rest, I'll be called lazy, or I'll feel lazy, or I will not be able to do your work. No, no. There is a proper balance to be maintained in life. You need to rest. When you need to work, you work. When there is no work to be done, no study to be done, or any constructive activity, go and rest. Don't waste your time on frivolity, no? Open your laptop, simply go and browse through the laptop, or simply get into a conversation with somebody. Wasteful. Wasteful conversation, I'm talking. You can go onto the laptop and study, that's fine. But I don't think that's what happens most of the time. No? I don't think most of the time we are having any constructive conversation on the phone. So, cut that off. Proper rest. So, if you rest properly, your body recuperates. Every day, your body gets energy, gets energized, and then it spends the energy. The recuperation time is in your rest. Replenishing time is when you're eating, breathing, is replenishing. Expending time is when you're working or wasting time, whatever. But the recuperating time is when you rest. So when you rest, this energy that you have received recuperates the cells of your body, recuperates the energy of your body, and makes you once again stable. Brings to a stability the energy of your body. So proper diet, proper rest, proper exercise. Why is exercise needed? You see, this energy that we have in the body has to be distributed properly throughout the body. The energy channels of the body are connected to the chakras of the body, and the chakras of the body are in turn connected to the limbs, to the organs, parts and systems of the body. So when we exercise properly, there is a flow of energy through all these systems, through all these parts, through all these organs of the body, through the channels, through the nadis, through the chakras. And therefore there is a harmonious distribution of energy all over your body. Therefore proper exercise is very important. That ensures that every part of your body is functioning at peak performance. At peak performance levels. Because if you don't perform at peak performance level, efficacy will be low. So therefore, these three aspects are very important. Once we ensure these three aspects, then the healer has sufficient amount of energy, properly harmonized, well balanced. This will make him a much better healer. His level of energy will be high, really high. So his ability to project energy into the patient, help the patient to recover fast will be much higher than an average energy level person. So that's how you enhance energy. Another thing is when your energy levels are high, your intuitive faculty opens up much better, works much better. All your higher faculties work much better. If you have any gifts like clairvoyance or clairaudience or intuitive faculty, all these things will work much better with a higher level of energy than with a lower level of energy. It's like the battery in your whatever equipment you have. If the battery is down, the efficiency of the equipment is low. If the battery is properly charged, the efficacy of that is higher. So when all the faculties of the healer together are enhanced and the healer is working at a higher level of energy, much higher than that of the patient, then the transference of energy is much better, more efficacious, and therefore the patient can expect efficient healing and faster healing.